Hello, my dear students. How are you? Welcome you all to Santukaram National Model School. Today we are going to learn, or you can say, today we are going to start a new video series, and that video series is regarding the natural resources. We would be following your textbook. In natural resources, we would be seeing the forest as a natural resource and soil as a natural resource in this video series. So let's start. Let's see first what is the meaning of natural resource first. Let's see here. Or before that, you can say we need to see what is the meaning of resource. Okay, before dividing it into natural resource, whether it is a natural resource, whether it is a man-made or artificial resource. So before that, we need to see what is the actual meaning of resource, right? So what is the definition, how you can define the resource, what could be the meaning, right meaning of a resource? Anything that can be used to satisfy a need will be called as a resource. Anything which can be used to satisfy, there are so many needs in day-to-day life, okay, and there are few things which satisfy those needs. So the thing which can satisfy your need will be called as a resource. Also, the resource has the economic value. Economic value means you can convert that into the money, and also it has utility, or you can say it is useful. It uses it is having some uses. So such type of things are called as resource, right? There are so many resources on our earth, you can say. Some are natural resources and some are you can say the man-made or the artificial resources. Now what is the difference between natural resource and the man-made or artificial resource? The natural resources are those resources which we get from the nature. So such resources will be called as natural resource. Everything that we get from the nature, that will be called as natural resource, which should have the economic value, which should have the utility. Such things getting from the nature, that will be called as natural resources. And there are also some another resources, that is the man-made or artificial resources, which are prepared or made by the human being, okay, and that we don't get from the nature, that will be called as man-made resources. Again, in natural resources you are having few another terms here. There are so many natural resources. If you see on the planet, there you are having so many natural resources. But in this video series we would be seeing only the forest as a natural resource, and the soil as a natural resource. So natural resources are also of two types. You need to remember this. The first one is the renewable resource, and the second one is the non-renewable resource. Renewable resources are those resources which can be regenerated, you can say, which can be recycled, which can be not recycled, which can be regenerated. Such type of resources will be called as natural resources. Within natural resources, you are having two categories. The first one is the natural resource, and second one is the non sorry first one is the renewable resource, and second one is the non-renewable resource. Renewable resources means which you can renew, okay, means which you can regenerate, you can renew those resources. For example, the forest, wildlife, biomass, tidal energies, hydro energies, wind energies, okay, sun energy. All these things are examples of renewable resources, means you can renew, you can regenerate those resources. And there are also some non-renewable resources. The second type of natural resource, it is non-renewable resource. It is having the petroleum, minerals, coal, fossil fuels, all these fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, and some minerals that we find in the soil or in the mines, you can say. Okay, so these things or these resources are non-renewable resources. All these things have some utility, or all these things have some economic value. If we take example of forest, wildlife, all these are having economic value as well as uses. If you see the fossil fuels, but these resources are they are categorized in renewable and non-renewable, because renewable they are in exhaustive and they can be regenerated, means they cannot get exhaust. And non-renewable resources, there is a limit for this non-renewable resource, they may get exhaust. Okay, so these are some of the natural resources, or these are the types of natural resources. And here in this video series we are going to see the forest as a natural resource and soil as a natural resource. Before that, let's have a look regarding the natural resources. What are the other natural resources you can find on the world, or you can say on the globe here? Okay, so which are those natural resources that we get from the nature? These are the forest resources, water resources, mineral resources, energy resources. We are having so many energy resources. Some are free, some are, means some are renewable, some are non-renewables. And after that, food resources, land resources. These are some of the resources that we get from the nature. It means that these are the natural resources. So here we are going to see the forest resource, and first one and last one. In this video series, we are going to study the first one and last one, that is forest resource and land resource, or you can say the soil resources. Okay, so welcome to this new video series. Keep watching. We would be seeing these videos in a short form, that is in up to 5 to 6 minutes, like that. Keep watching. Bye everyone.